that actually cleans and scrubs your oil and then puts it away for you. If you're ready, I know I am. You're gonna want fry night every night of the week, the only time of the year, and you're one shot on our finest value of the day. Okay, so here it is, guys and gals. Whoa!
Look at that. That's everybody's favorite, including my son Oliver. He always asks me, Papa, when are we gonna make the fried mozzarella?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I had to wait for you, so we take it out. And you know, it's boiling hot, so if you do it at home, don't...
Just be careful.
Let it cool down a little bit.
Holy smoke.
Now look at that.
Oh, bravo.
Wow.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
So you serve that with a little salad, with a little tomato sauce, whatever you have. But what is amazing is it's not greasy. It is seared in the outside, so it doesn't get greasy. Now look at that.
Oh, look at that.
So if you want, you can season the cheese with a little cayenne pepper, with chopped jalapenos, whatever, and you have a perfect thing to go at the football game when you watch the game or whatever. This is like a great thing.
Okay, so Wolfgang had me...
And each one exactly the same.
Look at that.
See
perfect results every time. Yeah. He had you at football season, right? But this is so much more than wings and poppers and French fries and mozzarella sticks. I mean, you'll be doing fried spinach.
You want one over there? I have one over here. Look at that.
Look at you go. Oh my gosh, you could jump rope with that thing. For crying out loud.
You're right. You get our own exercise.
Isn't that crazy?
I have a necklace. Look at that.
So that's just it. If Wolfgang is going to do something, and this was 6 years in development, he's going to do it better and smarter than anybody else. Not only do you get this great digital control, and just one quick word to that, and actually, Michael, I'll go over here real quickly. Yeah. It is so smart. You press and hold. So I'll do this. So you press and hold, and you wait until it talks to you, okay? So I'll do the same thing and press and hold. It came back on.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is that it won't start counting down the time until it's at the right temperature. So it's gonna fry exactly like your restaurant. Frankly, I think you fry better than your restaurant, because look what Wolfgang did. You get the bigger elements. So part of what makes the secret to this is you get more wattage. It's a 1700 watt machine.
Exactly. Why 1700?
Right.
Because that way it doesn't get cold. You know, if if the fryer doesn't have enough wattage, you put cold food in it like French fries or Wiener Schnitzel or whatever it is, the temperature drops and it soaks up the oil. But when the temperature is high and stays high, the oil stays outside and it steams up the inside. So you're always gonna get juicy food.
You are. So you actually give a bigger heating element, which is also key. Yeah. It's the higher wattage, which is gonna give you the perfect and precise results. It comes up a little bit higher. There's a small enough of a lip at the bottom, so you never get kind of that burnt taste that you can get in restaurants, you know, when the crumbs start falling down. And speaking of that, now of course you get your cook and look lid with the filter built in, so your kitchen is not gonna smell like a fry kitchen. Yeah. But here's the real magic. If you can see this screen, this is an oil filtration cleaning system. An oil filtration cleaning system. So basically, there's one button to hit, and this is how smart this machine is. I still am flabbergasted. You hit the one button, the fryer knows when the oil is cool enough to drain. It automatically drains it, and then look at what it puts it in. This is the craziest thing. It actually puts it in its own storage reservoir. Yeah. So when you wake up in the morning, this is ready for you.
It's clean out.
It's cleaned up.
The oil is clean, so you can put it away if you want to, or
put
just
it in the
keep it underneath.
refrigerator, or keep it in the counter. Because the thing is, Wolfgang, I think Americans, we love fried food, but we don't like wasting oil because it's expensive.
Yeah, you don't want to waste the oil. You want to clean the oil, and this cleans it for you, so you don't have to worry to take out or move around with the oil. This does everything. Now, let me show you how my kids love the French fries. So we have crinkly French fries.
So the kids want to do French fries every night now?
They want it all the time. Yeah, I have to say, not every day. We have a little change. And then what I do, I grate a little Parmesan cheese on top.
Oh, that's a good idea, Wolf. I'm going to do that. But
now, sometimes if I have nothing, I just grate a little mozzarella and bake them in the oven, and you have like nachos after, so it's perfect. Yeah.
But see, that's just it. It locks most of the oil out, so it does not taste heavy or greasy. You don't get that, heavy taste. To me, it's like
look,
dry
if you
frying.
bring the French fries just like that to the table, already people are going to say, wow, this looks so good.
But you know, Wolfgang, you were telling me I'm going to get more oil if I fry in a stovetop, in a pan, than you will if you fry in this. So realize if you make fried chicken in a pan on your stovetop, you're going to have more oil in that fried chicken than you will if you make fried chicken in this.
Totally, totally.
And you're going to have more oil in that fried fish if you do it on a pan than you're going to have in this.
Even if you just sauteed, you will get more oil in there.
Okay, I got to try one of these little boys. You know what? Not only are they crunchy, they're not greasy.
No.
Those are good.
Now look at that in here, the onion ring. See that? Look in here. You're gonna say, oh my God, I don't know how they're gonna get crispy. So, oil 375. It's easy to put it up here. See that? Maybe Marianne, you should go on the other side and show them.
Okay. Brilliant.
How easy it is to work.
Did you see how it came to temperature right away?
Yeah.
You know how sometimes if you drop something in hot oil on a pan on your stovetop, first of all, you don't know what the temperature really is.
Exactly.
And then secondly, the temperature drops, so that's when things get greasy.
Yep.
This stays at proper temperature.
Now look at here, chicken wings. You know, if you go to a bar, whatever, you get them, they fry them in I don't know what, because it never tastes like if you do them at home. Get your sauce. All right. And toss them.
Oh, wow. Yum, yum, yum.
And here you have it. Put a sprinkle a little cheese on top.
Okay, you know what? You go to a sports bar, that's more than a flex pay.
I know. So
a lot more.
I know. So you put that on the table, and it's a perfect
You're done.
way to start your day at the game or no game.
So remember, we do want to say hi to you, so hold at the end of the call. We'd love to meet and greet you. And ask about Marion's cookbook. It's hardbound. It's so much fun. You're seeing that item number rotate at the bottom of your screen. I promise she'll get your creative juices flowing. But you really must try this. I know I told this story last hour, but years ago when Wolfgang was doing his fryers, and he waited. He took him 6 years to develop this. My mom has one of the original ones. And the men in my family, the boys, love fry night. They look forward to fried fish. They look forward to fried green beans. They look forward to the tater tots and the nuggets and the poppers and the nuts.
Exactly. And you know what it's great for is to do leftover.
Yes.
If you are a cook at home and you have rice, for example, you make risotto.
Oh, yeah.
The leftover, just spread it and fry the next time, and you have, like in Italy, arancinis.
Yes.
If you have leftover macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
You form little patties like that when it's cold, bread them, and you have beautiful...
You can do fried ravioli. You can do fried tortellini. We had fried tortellini out here last hour, and it was amazing. So you can do macaroni and cheese balls. You can do nuggets, of course.
Now look at that. See that?
Oh, yes. Oh,
macaroni with the cheese in the middle.
Lord.
See that? Right hard out of the oven.
I know. What's better than macaroni and cheese?
You serve that with a little salad, and you're done.
But you know, you think of all, you know, the state fairs when you can fry candy bars, you can fry desserts. There's no end to what you can fry. But what's so wonderful for me is you don't get that heavy fried food taste. You don't get that kind of little repeating in your stomach.
And you know, everybody now loves fried sweet potatoes.
Oh, for sure.
You
can actually hear how crispy they are.
Totally crispy, and you don't see the oil on it.
I know. And there's nothing worse because of the sweetness to get like a greasy sweet potato fry. Yeah, you don't want to greasy.
You can see it's totally dry.
I mean, can you see that? I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't even see any oil on that.
And crunchy.
I don't. I mean, does that look greasy to you? I mean, seriously. And the other thing about flash frying is it keeps it nice and crunchy on the outside, but then it's nice and fluffy on the inside.
Exactly.
Which is
moist
the key.
And delicious,
I know, so you cannot, listen, I realize you may think that you've tried frying before. You've not really tried frying until you've tried this. More wattage, more power, perfect temperature, even heating. Kathy, who called us from Washington last hour, she said, oh, I'm not such a good cook, but she got this because you can't mess it up.
Exactly.
You cannot mess this up.
Look at that, the onion rings.
And you know what? I promise you're going to start looking for things to fry.
I know. And you know what? Because everybody loves fried food. In every country, if it's in Austria, we make Wiener Schnitzel, fried chicken.
You're right.
In Japan, they make tempura and so forth. So everybody loves it.
You know, everything from fish and chips to Wiener Schnitzel to tempura and everything in between.
Yeah.
And that's the wonderful thing about this is you will get professional results every time. And I know I keep saying this, but You cannot compare this to other fryers. 6 years in development, more wattage, bigger and longer element, the perfect elevation above where the crumbs start to fall, so you never get kind of that heavy or that sooty or that, you know, heavy fried flavor, but you get the fluffiness, you get the crispness, you get the moistness on the interior, and you never get dirty oil. Yeah. Ever, ever, ever. Because of that unique automatic drainage system that was over 6 years in development. I have to say, Wolfgang, that is a big achievement.
Exactly.
It really is.
You know why it's a big achievement? Because you don't have to do anything, just push a button.
Yes.
So
I can't believe that. That it actually knows when the oil is cool enough. Yeah. And it automatically drains. What are you making in there?
Yeah, chicken fingers.
Oh.
You know how the chicken finger normally, they're full of batter, they're dried out. Here, all of a sudden, grown-ups gonna love chicken fingers.
I tell you what.
Huh? Well, you know, in Austria, and you can see Marian's husband right over here, Greg, he is flour, egg, and breadcrumbs.
Okay.
So that's what you put. The chicken seasoned salt and pepper, flour, eggs, eggplant, breadcrumbs, eggplant. And that's it.
And that is it.
And but look at that. See, that's almost done.
So it literally takes a few minutes. So I have to say, you know, whether you've got busy families or you just miss fried food, don't you miss fried food? I was so excited to hear that Wolfgang was doing this because I've missed it. I mean, haven't you? I haven't been ordering fried food in restaurants because there always seems to be, it's like if it's a French fry, I can taste the fish or whatever, you know, the poppers or whatever was made in that fryer. This, you never fry in dirty oil. Plus, you're saving money because remember, not only do you never get that aftertaste because it's going to clean the oil for you, you're saving so much money. Peanut oil is so expensive right now, or whatever type of oil you like to fry in, but you never get, you never are leaving that oil on your counter. You can put it in the refrigerator. You can choose what to do with it. Oh, what are you making in this?
I'm making some beer buttered fish. You know, in England, or even in America on the East Coast, fish and chips is one of the most popular things.
For sure, I love fish and chips.
People love it. We serve it at lunch sometimes with a little salad or the little tartar sauce. People think it's the best thing ever.
You know, it's a crazy...
But it has to be fried properly. Without that, it can be the worst also.
You could open up your own food truck with this. I mean, you could. You could open up your own little restaurant with this. I mean, with over 1,200 gone, I hope you try it. You just wait. You're going to count the days until you get this at home, and then you're going to find yourself using it almost every night, even if it's just for the side dishes, because you're never frying in dirty oil. I've missed fried food. I know you have too. Wolfgang waited to do it until he can make it the better mousetrap, and you just wait. I'm just going to say once more, you're going to fry better than your restaurant. Totally. You really are, for sure. Because you actually base this on what you do in your restaurants.
Exactly. You know, if we don't, every restaurant in the world, I think, has a fryer, you know.
Yes, so of course.
We started in... at Chinois, we started at Spago, we have it everywhere. So if it's for tempura, if it's for French fries, how often at the Bel Air Hotel people come up and say for the children they want chicken fingers, and then we make them just like that. Oh man! And people say, "Oh my God, we never had chicken fingers like that." Then the adults start to eat it too.
You know what's so interesting, Wolfgang? You can hear the crunch even on the chicken.
Totally. And you can see. Look at that. If you come close to it, you see there is no oil on here. It is totally dry.
They snap. Yeah. I mean, but they're not heavy and greasy. So I'd love for you to see that animation again, because remember, this is really the triple threat. It's the wattage that you want, and it is flash frying. That is what your restaurant is doing. But it's a bigger element as well. So that almost edge-to-edge covering of that heating element on the interior, that is part of the secret to the whole system. But yet you have enough elevation where all those little crumbs and fond and things that fall down, you never get that kind of aftertaste. You never get kind of that burntness. So it's always perfect every time. But then the real secret, we'll show you in the animation, is this wonderful drain system. So it actually will filter out and clean the oil for you automatically, and Michael, can they see the screen? It's a little hard for me to see my monitors. So, okay, good, thank you. So there's that screen. So it's that drainage system where it's actually cleaning that oil. So you never get kind of that burnt taste, that kind of aftertaste. So remember, it is automatic. You hit one little button. I love that the machine is smart enough to know when the oil is cool enough to drain. And then it automatically goes into this storage reservoir, and then you can reuse it, and it's like getting fresh, clean oil because it is, you know, fresh and clean because it was already scrubbed and already, you know, all of those little silt and things that we get when we fry have already been taken out. It is genius. And if you have given up fried food because you didn't like the taste, you didn't like, you know, the hassle, you didn't like the mess, you didn't like the expense, he has hit this out of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, you really have, because you solved all of our problems, Wolfgang.
Exactly, because I don't want you to work too hard at home.
Right.
I want you to be able to cook like I do, like a professional.
Tell you what, that fish looks good.
Yeah.
I have to have
and look at that. Here we have one of our favorites. I remember when I used to go to a restaurant with my father. If he saw any white on the plate, he wasn't happy. He said, what happened with the Wiener Schnitzel? So they already knew when they saw him coming, they made him a double one, I think.
Oh,
so
that's hilarious. And then you finish it off
all you
with a
have to
lemon.
do then is use a lemon.
Okay.
You squeeze a little lemon on top, and that's it. That's how we eat it. That's how you get in Vienna. Potato salad, tomato salad, cucumber salad.
Okay, how pretty is that? I mean, so I'm coming to Oktoberfest at your house.
Okay.
I mean, really, you're doing Oktoberfest.
Yeah, we're doing it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just it. You can do everything from gourmet to, you know, your Wiener Schnitzel to I love fish and chips. Oh my gosh, it is so flaky.
With a little tartar sauce, do we have a little tartar sauce?
Oh my gosh. See, that's just it. These are the foods that we crave. These are the foods that we love. And you know what? You don't have to obsess about it because it's almost like a dry fry. If you look at that Wiener Schnitzel, I've ordered that out in restaurants where you can actually see the oil that it's been cooked in. This looks like a dry fry. You can see how nice and clean. There's no sheen. It's nice and dry, beautifully crispy. Thank you, guys. There we go, Tim. So you can see that it's just nice and
totally. I put lemon juice on, and you can see the lemon juice on it.
Right, a little lemon juice, but that's it. And then I've got to try that fried fish.
Okay, now look at that. So if you want, no, give me the bottle. It's good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that could be it.
So that's just a little tartar sauce?
Yeah, put a little tartar sauce on it.
Okay.
Mmm. And then you know you can break it. Look at it, how moist the fish is. See that?
Okay.
Totally moist and juicy inside.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to try that.
See that?
Okay.
Okay.
Put it over here.
Put a little sauce on it.
Okay. Just look at how flaky this is.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, it's so amazing. Look, the moisture inside.
Good. See that? I guess is my whole point.
Yep.
Not all fryers are created alike. So not all fryers are going to do that. You want that nice little crispy crust, but then you want it to be moist and flaky on the interior. And that's really the secret to flash frying. And if you haven't priced, you know, flash fryers, they are not inexpensive. I mean, normally you're looking at $200 and above for this kind of technology. And none of them have that unique oil filtration and drainage system. None at any price. That's something that Wolfgang Puck did exclusively. So you save so much money, you save so much frustration. Oh, this food is so good.
But mostly it's the taste, you know.
For sure.
It's all about the taste for me. Forget about the rest. You can talk a lot, but you know what? My kids at home, I know when we have takeout from one of our restaurants, they don't want their French fries anymore. They don't want the calamari fritti anymore. They don't want their shrimp tempura. They want me to cook it at home because it's so much better, so much fresher. What is better than right out of the fryer on your plate, still hot and crispy, and the inside is moist and steamy.
I'll tell you what, that Wiener Schnitzel is great.
Yeah. And taste this shrimp.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to show them this though. See what I mean? See how flaky? Oh, sorry about that, Michael. Do you see how it's even fluffy? It's fluffy. I mean, that's how you want your tempura to look. All right, I know Ruth is calling us in Michigan.
Okay.
Ruth, welcome to the show. You're live with Wolfgang Puck. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. So.
What can I tell you, Ruth? How are you?
Well, I'm good. Yeah, I picked up the fryer tonight. I had your previous fryer. It did have the drain on it and all, but I really like that this has that compartment now.
I know, Ruth. Isn't it great he made it better? Now we don't have to worry about that oil sitting on our counter anymore, right?
Yep.
Right, right. And
what is that, chicken?
A few months back, I tried one of the air fryers, and it wasn't the same. And so, yeah, I'm back to regular old flash frying.
I know. You know, sometimes, you know, Grandma knew
best.
Give
me salad over here.
And, you know, Ruth, the really interesting thing about this is, because I actually gave up fried food for years, you'll find, and I know you find this with your other Wolfgang Puck fryer, it doesn't, even though we're frying in oil, it doesn't taste like that heavy oil taste like maybe fryers of the past, right?
Right. Yeah, I gave my Wolfgang Puck fryer to my daughter, and my husband was upset because it's like, well, what are we going to fry in now? And then I'm flipping the channels and I'm like, yay.
I know. Well, Ruth, it was meant to be.
Thank you, Ruth.
Happy frying to you and your hubby out there in Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do.
All right, I think you're going to open a restaurant. Everybody going to come over and just to try the onion rings. Now, cut the onions a little finer. They're a little too coarse. It's better when I like them finer, but some people make them really big, whatever. Now look at that.
I know.
Here I have vegetables. So if it's beans, asparagus, carrots.
Fried green beans.
Yeah.
But you know what's so interesting is Wolfgang does that. Now remember, if you were going to pan fry on your stovetop, you would be getting more oil than you're getting in your flash fryer.
Totally.
For sure. Because remember, when you put something in oil in a pan, first of all, you don't know how hot it is, so you never really know what temperature you're frying at. But then secondly, when you put it in that pan on your stovetop, the temperature drops, and that's when things get greasy.
Exactly. And you know what? You have to be precise with the temperature. It's just like baking. You don't want to bake something at 500 and it should be baked at 350. So the same thing is with that. And here, look at that.
I know. And we'll show off this beautiful buffet.
A perfect Wiener Schnitzel here.
Perfect Wiener Schnitzel.
So Wiener Schnitzel can be made. Normally, maybe the expensive places make it with veal, like Spargo and the Bel Air Hotel, but you also can make it with chicken, like what I have here. Serve it with a little salad, just put a little vinegar on top, and again, a little lemon. So simple, so easy. The main thing is, it's crispy outside and not greasy. And you know, in Austria, we say a word, you are supposed to be able to sit on your Wiener Schnitzel, and there should be on your pans no grease. Then it's fried properly.
I did not know that.
Yep.
But you know what's so interesting about that? When I've ordered Wiener Schnitzel out at a restaurant, that has not been the case. I mean, you can actually see the oil that it's been cooking in. And if you just take a look, I mean, not only a feast for the eyes, what you don't see on this beautiful display is a bunch of oil. I mean, you don't. I mean, you'll notice even the chicken does not look greasy. I know I was holding these up earlier, but if this is not a work of art, do you see how the shrimp, how it's just like so puffy and flaky and beautifully brown? I mean, that is gorgeous. I mean, it's a thing to behold. Your fried fish, your mozzarella sticks. I mean, even if you're doing cherry pies or beignets or donuts or chicken wings or, you know, sweet potato fries, your crispy crinkle fries. I mean, everything, even macaroni and cheese balls. Oh my gosh, this food is just like over the top. And you know, the thing is, Wolfgang, though, it's the better way to fry. It just is.
You know what? If you fry, this is the only way to fry. Look at that here with tempura vegetables. Say beans and things, and kids will love it. Everybody loves it. They say, how did you cook them? Well, it didn't come in contact with water, so all the nutrients stay inside. You can cook it perfectly crispy. You can have it with a dipping sauce, and it's just perfect.
I'm telling you what, I'm loving that Wiener Schnitzel. You have to try this. You just do. It is so good. I know you've missed fried food. You've never tried a fryer like this. I mean, you haven't. 10 minutes. I will tell you that blue is the most popular.
Okay.
I gotta try one of these green beans, Wolf.
Okay.
Oh, this is so fun. No, this is just that same wash.
Yeah.
So flour.
The tempura butter.
Okay. All right. Ooh, nice and hot and crispy.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about this. I know we've been talking about this throughout the show, but you can't mess this up. You can't. That's the real genius behind what Wolfgang Puck does. And I'll just take you on a tour of the features again here real quickly because we're kind of switching out. And I know you see that clock on your screen. 10 minutes, your color is here. There are almost 1,400 of these gone. You doing some more French fries?
Yeah, I know. Everybody loves French fries.
Everybody loves the French fries.
Yep.
Actually, our crews look forward. Our crews have missed the fryers. Let me tell you.
I know. Everybody. You know what? I didn't have it in my house.
I know.
Now I have to fry every day. The kids said, "Oh, we want French fries. We want French fries."
It's true. I mean,
I didn't even make donuts yet for them because then we're just going to use the fryer.
So yours is here. Now remember, you choose the blue, the black, or the red. He's hit it out of the park. I mean, leave it to Wolfgang Puck to make the best fryer. And I know you've missed fried food. I know you've wanted fried food. Your kids, I mean, we go to the Golden Arches. Let's be honest, you order fried food when you go to a restaurant, but my own opinion, and I really believe this to be true, you'll make fried food better than your restaurant. This is the same technology that Wolfgang uses at Spago, only I think better because you're in control. It's in your home. We all know French fries are at their ultimate best when they're right out of that fryer, so you're in complete control. So you get the cook and look lid. It actually keeps a lot of the odor and a lot of the things from smelling up the kitchen, so your kitchen does not smell like a short order cook home. Then, of course, you get this extended element. And not only more wattage, but you want that bigger element, right?
Exactly. So that way, the temperature will stay constant.
Yes.
You don't want the fryer where the temperature drops.
Nope.
And then it soaks up the oil. You want the oil to sear the outside of your meat, your fish, your veggies, whatever you do. Whatever you fry, so that way it's nice and crispy and not oily. And you can see our veggies here, this here.
Because, you know, there's a science to frying. I mean, there really is.
You know what? In Japan, or even in Austria, you have restaurants who just do fried things. Right. In Japan, obviously, you have tempura restaurants. In Austria, we have restaurants who just do Wiener Schnitzel, and they have a line out the door.
They do. So, you know...
I went to a restaurant in Charlotte, in our restaurant in Charlotte, the Wolfgang Puck Bar and Kitchen. What do we sell the most? The Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Next door, there's a restaurant. What do they sell the most? Southern fried chicken.
Right, exactly. So whether it's chicken fried steak, you know, or fried chicken, or fried fish, or your poppers, or your sticks, remember, you're never cooking in dirty oil. And that's the big thing. It's interesting because when we used to sell fries on the air, I had to be very careful because I am sensitive to fried food. This... no worries, at least for me, because they're frying in clean oil. You're in control of the oil because it's flash frying. It's not greasy and heavy. It's almost like a dry fry. And at the end of the day, it's going to save you money and hassles. There is an automatic drainage system. It's actually a button that you hit. And when the fryer is smart enough to know when the oil is cool enough to drain it. I think that's genius. That still cracks me up. It's smarter than me, that's for sure. But then it will drain the oil into this reservoir. And so when you get up, Wolfgang, you were telling me your oil is ready to use again or to put in the refrigerator.
All you have to do is open up this little thing here. You pour it back in here.
And you're done.
And then again, you put that in there, and that's it.
And you're done. It is so smart.
And you know, if you have it at home, there's a little lever in here. You can see that dark thing. You pull that toward you, and you take it out.
And one quick word to the wise. I won't do it on this fryer because we've got, well, actually, we've got them all going. But when you hit the power button, just press and hold it. Wait until it talks to you. You know, when it beeps, you know, kind of like your phone, you know it's good to go. It's starting to heat up. And by the way, that timer will not start clicking away until it is at the proper temperature, which I also think is pretty cool. So we have about 5 minutes left in this presentation. I can't recommend strongly enough. You really should try it. Ooh, are those the little mushrooms? Those are so good. Now they're really hot. I mean, so I'm going to wait for them to cool off a little bit before I dig it.
Here.
Yeah. And then what did you put on top of those?
A little tartar sauce.
Oh, nice. Okay. But you can see Wolfgang has he's cooked for an army. That's the other thing that's so fun. It's fast, it's so finger and family friendly. Everybody loves fried food. And that's why, I mean, you're gonna have fry parties. You're gonna have fry nights. I mean, neighborhoods will want to come to your, I mean, the whole neighborhood is going to want to come to your house.
Totally.
I mean, because there's something about fried food that we just love. Yes, it's certainly appropriate
fried green tomatoes,
fried green tomatoes. I mean, you can do all of your southern classics, but like,
I know.
But like you
regular
said,
fried chicken.
Regular fried chicken. So I'm going to have less oil than that if I did it on a pan on my stove.
In the pan, first of all, in the pan, it will burn the pan on the bottom.
Right.
Then it will be really, the oil will be burned, so you have to throw it away. If you fry it in here, you know you have the right temperature, and you will never have that problem.
No.
So it always will fry just like that. You can see it's totally dry with no oily thing at all.
I mean, that's what's so cool. You know, like Wolfgang said, every culture in the world, you know, has some kind of, you know, regional
And you see,
classic.
this is what is the problem in restaurants with the oil, in the cheap restaurants. See this thing in here in the basket? So this goes to the bottom of your fryer. When it burns, because it's so long in there for 375, what will happen? It makes the oil taste terrible. So that's why this is so good. You can, each time you use it, you actually can take it and filter it, and you always have clean oil.
Well, and see, that's why I say you never fry in dirty oil.
Yeah.
Ever. And also because of the elevation of that element, I'll show you one more time. It's not only a bigger element, but it's also the perfect separation between, you know, those little crumbs that collect on the bottom. So you don't get that heavy, you don't get that burnt, you don't get kind of that little aftertaste, if you will. And then you're getting it all for a little over $25 on your credit card. This is our finest hour. I have to say, we're so proud of you. Tonight's the night that we're going to get you back and frying. And then never, ever, ever
Never you will get
oil.
French fries like that. If you do it in a pot, in a pan, all you need is put maybe a little fresh herbs on top, and look at that.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
And you think you're going to go to a fine restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Chicken, the same thing. Here I have Chinese chicken wings. You put a little teriyaki sauce on it, or make your own Chinese sauce with a little sesame oil. And look at it.
Oh, that's good. Oh, man.
A little cilantro. And voila, done.
Oh, those look good.
Yeah, a little fried tomatoes, fried green tomatoes in cornmeal. So you don't have to just to fry like we do in Austria with breadcrumbs. You fry in cornmeal, like the fried green tomatoes.
I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time deciding. I'm just eating it all.
Where are my onions? I have to do some onions, and then...
I'm telling you, look at how much food you've done.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that crazy? It just boggles the mind. And I know I keep saying this, but you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up.
Yeah, now look how easy. These are onions here. Can you see them? There is no magic to anything. We cook everything to order.
Those mushrooms
Just be sure not to put too much of the flour in here, and you're done.
Wow. But do you see how it stays at the proper temperature?
Yeah.
When Wolfgang was putting that in, I mean, right away you were getting that bubbling.
Yep.
You didn't see...
And it stays like that until the end. So now here, one of the more amazing things is sweet potato fries. Nobody ate sweet potato fries. Now, every restaurant tries to serve them. Most of the time, you get them limp when you get them. You get them just like this ones here.
Exactly.
And then you say, what is the big deal about them?
I know.
Well, there's one thing when they are nice and crispy outside and creamy inside.
No, and Wolfgang makes an excellent point. That's actually one of the reasons I quit ordering sweet potato fries at restaurants, is they were greasy. And that never happens with this. Remember, you're frying with the same technology as restaurants, but you're in complete control. You never fry in dirty oil. It tells you, and it keeps it at the precise temperature, so that oil temperature is never dropping, allowing that grease to kind of soak in. To me, it's a dry fry. And it's funny because I have never, that's the best Wiener Schnitzel I've ever tried.
Look how it's frying in here. See that? The temperature is completely, so if you want to use fries which you buy in the freezer, just defrost them before, and then you throw them in here.
I know, and see, that's what's so cool. I mean, even things like from your frozen food section, your potato skins, your poppers,
your spring rolls, whatever you do.
Exactly. You could do your own potato chips, your own nacho chips, empanadas in this. I mean, why not? I mean,
and look at that. Here, one of my all-time favorites. Who doesn't like crispy onions? Look at that here.
Oh, man. Oh, Wolfgang.
Those are so pretty.
Oh, those are so pretty. Okay, I got to try one of these little guys.
Look at that. So that's... If you would have some onions which are limp, they would not be like that. Form a whole mountain here. Can you see that?
Okay. Oh,
Look at it. They're as light as anything could be.
Wow. Okay. It's a feast going on. So if you were trying to get through on Marion's cookbook, hundreds of you out there already have. Check with your service representative for details. It's hardbound. It makes a beautiful coffee table book. It's just a fun book. It gets you so inspired. And then we are scooting along. We also have the tongs.
Okay, the sweet potato fries are still coming.
Oh, I know.
Look at that. Here are our
fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes, so they stay perfectly intact. So much easier than putting them in a saute pan and frying them, where they will soak up all the heat.
All right, well,
look at that. And here we have our things are almost done. Look at that.
Beautiful. All right, guys, we are coming back. More mozzarella sticks, but the pressure cooker is coming up next. Stay tuned.
HSN celebrates inventors, entrepreneurs, and dreamers like you. Have you created a product you love, ready to share it with the world? Well, this Hispanic Heritage Month, we've partnered with Lily Gil Valletta, an award-winning entrepreneur and CEO of Excel Alliance, to fast-track Latino businesses from startup to stardom. Project American Dreams selects up to 5 inventors to mentor and launch their products live on HSN. Join the contest and visit hsn.com and search American Dreams.
'Twas the night before Host Pick, and all through the home, our hosts were all stirring, but they weren't alone. To make holidays more special than ever this year, they invited their families to share the good cheer. The hosts have all made their picks with care. From gatherings to gifts, they'll help you prepare. It's a 3-day event, and to make spirits bright, get 4 FlexPay on all, and to all a good night.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN. Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
HSN Cares is dedicated to empowering women and helping families in need. Our partnership with the U.S. Fund for UNICEF helps build a better future for children. When you purchase an item from our HSN Cares U.S. Fund for UNICEF collection, we will donate $5 to the U.S. Fund for UNICEF. With $5, UNICEF can feed a child for more than 3 days. Search HSN Cares at hsn.com to shop the collection or make a donation.
It's HSN's Columbus Day sale. Enjoy 4 days of FlexPay and special pricing on some of your favorite brands, like Diane Gilman, Taya Beauty, and Wolfgang Puck. Don't miss other exclusive offers, like free shipping on all NFL, free shipping and 4 FlexPay on select fall fashion staples, and up to 20% off 5 FlexPay and free shipping on select mattresses. HSN's Columbus Day sale, now through Monday, only on HSN.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
And now I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect pie. Here we have the cutter for the dough. Now all we have to do is push the dough against your pie maker here. I cooked my peaches already with a little bit of sugar, a little cinnamon, whatever you like. I found at the farmer's market some beautiful blackberries and raspberries. Use a little powdered sugar. Now we are ready to bake. You could serve it with a little ice cream, whipped cream, whatever you want.
No one educates us or has more fun in the kitchen than Wolfgang Puck.
Exactly. Why we have so much fun? Because we have the right appliances. If it's the fryer, the pressure cooker, the pots and pans, whatever it is, you have to start with good ingredients, and then you have to have the right appliance. It will make you a better cook no matter what you cook. You know, if you cook expensive or not expensive, like my grandmother was very poor. She cooked in a little pressure cooker on top of the stove. She made rice flesh, enough for 4 or 5 people, and maybe it costed $5.
And speaking of which, we like to do what we call our big reveal.
Okay, now let me show you what she made.
Oh, there's that rice flesh. Okay. So this is a meal that really costs pennies. It costs, you know,
exactly.
nothing.
We put a little rosemary in here. Okay, look at that.
It smells so good.
All the spices, all the flavors you put in here, stay right in here.
Oh,
and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to make something.
Okay, so then we're going to unveil how you can do this.
Now look at that. Look how much food we made right in here.
Wow. Wow.
Can you see that?
Holy cow.
Wow.
I know, out of this little guy.
Out of this little guy. I mean, this would be enough for 6 people, probably.
I mean, it really would. Hey, so not only is that goof-proof, the recipe is actually in Marion's pressure cooker cookbook. And one thing that I'll point out about the cookbook that I love, there are actually conversions, if you know, depending on the size of pressure cooker you have, so you can actually adjust the ingredient deck depending on how, you know, big the pressure cooker is that you're using. So, Wolfgang,
all right, so
basically...
now I'll show you how I do it. I have vegetables here, so we have to go fast because we don't have a lot of time.
No, we don't.
If you like it spicy, a little garlic, a little turmeric, paprika, you decide what you want. Okay?
Dynamite.
Then you add your rice.
Okay. So you don't have to pre-cook the rice.
How much is that? A cup of rice?
Okay. And it's usually like a 1-to-1 ratio?
Yeah, a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So now, if you want to, you can add chicken stock, a cup. All right. Salt and pepper, maybe a little herb like I had before.
Okay.
Okay, and salt and pepper, and that's it.
And
so
that's
now, mix it well.
Oh, yes. Fabulous, Wolfgang.
Salt and pepper a little bit.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
And you know what's so cool? You're not babysitting a stove.
Oh, here.
No, that's okay. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
You're not babysitting a stove.
You don't have to do anything.
Nope.
So you see what I did so far? Salt, pepper. You can. I had chili flakes already. Mix it together like that, and then. Wait, we're going to show that for the pasta. So this is a vegetarian dish. You know, a lot of you out there are vegetarian.
Meatless
so we
Monday.
close it. You see how easy it is here?
Yeah.
Open, close. You have the arrow here. They have to go together. Open, see?
I have to say, I love your pressure cooker. I do.
Now,
it's
you
so
put
dynamite.
that here on seal because we're going to be cooking.
Right.
And now you put it on 8 minutes.
Okay, and it doesn't start counting down until it's up to pressure.
Exactly. So this has its own brain. So now you can go to the hairdresser. You can do whatever you want.
You can live your life.
And you do, and it will cook it for you. It will get it ready, and then it will keep it warm. I mean, how much better can life be?
I have to say, pressure cookers have changed my life, and that is no joke. I mean, I know I'm eating better. I certainly know I'm cooking healthier. The great thing is, though, I don't have to babysit this.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally dump the ingredients in, you turn the little dial, and then you take a shower. You get ready.
Now look at it.
Work.
Here we made some pasta with some sausage in here. A perfect Italian dish.
But you know what? That started with dry pasta.
Yeah, with dry pasta, and I'm going to show you how I do that.
You know what's so crazy? In a lot of cases, it would take you longer to boil the water than it does to cook the meal.
But what is so great with that, you don't have to worry about doing anything. You know, you just close it up, put it on seal, that's it. So now here, I'm going to make a little olive oil if we have it.
Okay.
Okay, here, a cup of pasta.
And so dry pasta.
Dry pasta.
Yep.
Frozen hamburger meat.
Okay, frozen meat.
Okay.
All right.
A little onion.
Okay.
A little carrot.
So you don't even like a
little parmesan.
Okay.
If you like to, you can add it at the end. Then a little olive oil.
Okay.
If you like Italian food, put a little rosemary and naturally a little garlic,
of course.
Salt and pepper.
But you know, what's so smart is, first of all, the time that it saves you.
Liquid?
Oh,
okay, so now we're gonna add tomato sauce.
Okay.
With a little chicken stock mixed together. So half and half about, and now we just add that to it.
Oh, fabulous. But you know what? Anybody can do this. I mean, you really
now,
can.
How easy. All you have to remember, for each cup of pasta, each cup of rice, the same amount of liquid.
So it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
1-to-1 ratio. So here you can see it's still frozen. So
you can actually see the frost on the meat when you put it in there. I mean, you really could. That's no joke. But you know, I have to say, for every busy mom, for every busy family, for every empty nester, this is a godsend.
So you put it on seal here. You have this thing, and then we put it again on 8 minutes, and that's it. Now you can let this guy cook for you, let this guy do everything you need. So you don't have to worry about anything.
That pasta is good.
Yeah, so you get all the flavors. What is so good with that, all the flavors stay in here. So the flavors don't go into your kitchen, the flavors don't gonna be in your bathroom or your living room. It's staying here. So it infuses the food with all the flavors. So if you braise some lamb, if you braise some beef, some pot roast in here, and it infuses everything with the flavor, and it keeps everything moist.
It does. So we'll talk about the macaroni and cheese. And actually, Michael, I'll do the color selection live if I can, since we've got them kind of spread out. So you can choose from your red, your orange, your black, your Wolfgang Puck blue, or your white. One thing I'm really going to recommend, though, I love, this will not open up, by the way, if it's under pressure. You get that nonstick reservoir, but I would love for you to ask about the stainless steel insert. You saw Wolfgang actually using it moments ago. Oh, there are only 20 of them, so forget that. But that easy closed lid, I could even do this backwards because I have this one at home, and I'm absolutely in love with it. But this is not only saving you time, the foods taste better, don't they, Wolfgang?
Exactly, because all the flavor stays in here. Here we have some braised flank steak, the ropa, like they call it in Mexico.
Right, and normally that can get pretty dry. I mean, a flank steak, if you're not cooking it properly.
Exactly, generally it's dry, but here it gets infused with all the
And I have to say, you'll never want to cook another way. I mean, you really won't.
Look at that.
See what I mean? If you've tried to make flank steak at home and haven't done it in pressure cooker, you're going, that has to be a prop steak.
I know.
Right? Because flank steak is normally kind of stringy. Gets very dry. It's very easy to overcook.
So with this, all the moisture stays in. So that's really amazing. And then
that looks beautiful.
You can put in a little salsa on top.
Holy
a few jalapenos maybe, or a few avocados.
Why not? I mean, that's the really cool thing. Whether you're doing pot roast, whether you're doing jambalayas, whether you're doing paellas, whether you're doing desserts in this, you can do flans, you can do cheesecakes, you can do cakes in here.
It is the most amazing kitchen tool you can ever buy. Why? Because it does so many things for you. And you can even get more ideas than what I have here and Marianne has here, because almost anything cooked, slow cooked, fast cooked, you can do it right in here.
In fact, I didn't have a chance to say, but the words were literally forming in my mouth. This price, they actually had to get, it's like a special dispensation to do. It's the lowest price in history on any of Wolfgang Puck's pressure cookers. And he really is the king of pressure cookers here at HSN. He really put pressure cooking on the map. So it is a genius idea. It's a genius item. That flex pan, I'm so sorry, guys. The monitors are a little far away for me to see tonight. It's $14 and change to get this at home. If you have the HSN card, it's actually only $12 and change to get home. And I have to say, that extended holiday return policy, once you try this, you will never, ever, ever look back. I know many of you heard me tell the story. I pressure cook probably 3 or 4 times a week.
But you know what? It makes life so much easier. Soups, fall is coming, so you have your pumpkin soup, your root vegetable soup, whatever you do, or broccoli soup, whatever. It's so easy. Look, here we have a butternut squash soup.
Oh, man.
And look at the color. Can you see the color stays exactly the way you want it? And all the nutrients, everything stays right in here.
It does.
So you can puree it chunky, or you can make it really a nice puree, whatever you like.
Definitely. By the way, that does happen to be Wolfgang Puck's immersion blender. Lowest price in history, though. I have to say, it looks like a boo-boo to me. This is still shocking. We have never seen a price on any pressure cooker, especially one of a Wolfgang Puck caliber of this price. Is my stand? Oh, is it gone? Oh, you got my stainless steel insert. I'm so glad that you did. I love that thing.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Now
Look at how pretty this
look how beautiful the
is.
soup is, so you can add spices, whatever you want. I should add a little ginger and a little bit of honey, or put a little cream on top.
But you know, that's the thing. If you'll notice, when you do carrots, they look like carrots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, everything that's green looks really green. Everything that's orange looks really orange. Short of plucking something out of the earth, this is really the healthiest way to cook.
Totally.
And you know, you don't have to add oils or extra salt or, you know, butter.
Because all the flavors stay inside. If you put garlic in it, whatever you put inside, everything gonna be infused with the flavor. That's what I like about the pressure cooker. The same thing with our pressure oven.
Me too.
Why we don't like it so much? Because it infuses the food with flavor, and it keeps the moisture in, so you don't get all this dried food. Yeah, it's really true. And remember, it couldn't be any easier. And you know, first and foremost, this is not your grandma's pressure cooker anymore. It doesn't have that little wiggly jiggly, you know, top hat, right? The other thing is, look, it's boiling hot, so you don't have to worry nothing.
And I have to say, it's the cutest of Dickens. It's like the Goldilocks size. It's just right. This is the one that will be your go-to.
I have to go.
Okay, what do you have here?
We have potatoes here.
All right.
Now, look in here. I can cook potatoes with 1 cup of water. See that in here?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay.
And they're all cooked. See that?
But you know, the really cool thing is, I know we were talking about how easy it is, but the time and energy saving, I'm not kidding. It takes you longer to boil the water for your mashed potatoes than it does to make them here.
And what is so great, it has a timer. You know, when you put it on your stove, you never know how long it's going to take. You don't going to leave the kitchen.
It's true.
So,
and you know what, to that end though, Wolfgang, with the holidays approaching, the last thing you want is to hold somebody's burner hostage. This doesn't even need its own burner.
Exactly.
It's electric.
Or if you go somewhere for a potluck dinner, you can make your macaroni and cheese or your rice flesh, whatever it is, right there.
Okay, I gotta try this soup. But look at that, perfect mashed potatoes every time.
Yeah.
Oh, Wolf, that soup is great.
Yeah, and look at the color. I mean, it looks as nice as anything you could get for Thanksgiving somewhere.
Perfect mashed potatoes. The thing is, I know we call this the Goldilocks size. It's almost a little deceiving. The capacity, it makes a lot more than you would think. I mean, it really does. You're feeding an army with this thing. Yeah. My favorite part is you don't have to calculate anything rather, because when you turn that dial, it doesn't start counting down
until it's under pressure.
Yeah,
so that's the easy part. So if it says in the book, or if it says, or any other food, any other book you have, if it says, okay, it takes that long for to cook, it means it's that long under pressure.
Well, and you don't have to adjust the time if you add frozen food.
Absolutely.
The normal minute.
And hey, although I do not use my sticker at home, there is a sticker, just because I pressure cook so often, but there is like a little cheat sheet here that if you want to put it on your pressure cooker, you're welcome to. Like I said, I don't use mine just because I pressure cook all the time. But the time and energy savings is almost insurmountable. I mean, you can't even begin to appreciate what it's going to do when you get it at home. Oh, Wolfgang, now what did you add, like a little cream and butter?
A little cream and a little butter.
Okay.
So you get perfect fluffy mashed potatoes, and they're never watery tasting. Why? Look at that. Because I add only a little bit of water. 1 cup for 5 pounds of potato is enough.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, the foods from a pressure cooker, you'll never, ever want to cook any other way. I mean, you really won't. And not only are they moister, they're more flavorful, they're healthier. You use less fat, you use less oil, because they're cooking in your own juices. Everything tastes better. You can also use cheaper cuts of meat and get a better result.
You know, we don't have the money always, so we don't want to eat just grilled food or whatever where you have to buy a steak.
Right.
No. You want to be able to buy less expensive things.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, the mashed potatoes.
And you know, you can't open it up when it's under pressure.
It will not let you open
So you see here, you put it on when.
And that's what's so nice is, like I said earlier, it's not your grandma's pressure cooker anymore, where you don't have to worry about little mishaps or spaghetti on the ceiling.
Exactly.
And it is so easy to clean.
Now, even to make a dessert like a flan, who does not like creme caramel or a flan? Everybody does. It's so simple. One of the first desserts I learned to make in France. So you put caramel on the bottom of the pan, and normally you have to put it in the water bath in the oven. And if it starts boiling, you won't get a result like that. You will get a result where it looks like cheese.
Look at how moist that is. I mean, you can actually see the moisture. You can actually see the flavor. And I'm telling you, I know.
Look at that. See that?
If you have not tried pressure cooking, you have no idea what you're missing. And that is no joke, because you will find yourself, first of all, I'm saving money because I'm cooking at home more often.
Yeah.
But number two, you can get, you know, cheaper cuts. You can get oxtail. You can get flank steak. You
you can get short ribs. You can get shoulder meat. You can get pork butt. Whatever you think you can get, it is so simple.
Right, but it tastes better. I mean, that's the thing that's so amazing. And remember, it will not let you open up the lid.
You can see now it's almost over. It's still a little pressure.
Just a little bit
left. And you will see when that goes down.
Yep. And that's what's so cool. So I do have to stress, so lowest price in history. This still kind of freaks me out because they really did. They had to get kind of special dispensation to do this. Oh, Wolfgang. Oh, man.
If that would be lamb chops, how much they would cost?
Yeah.
In comparison to that. How much is that a pound?
These were on sale at the big box store.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at that.
that's just it. You can get whatever cut of meat is out.
Look at that.
Look at that. Okay. Look at, I don't even need a fork.
You don't need a fork. Look at that. It comes right out.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Look at that.
Yeah. And then if you want to put a little gremolata or something over it, then you don't have to go to Italy anymore.
Okay, but you can do this. And I know I was talking about Marion's pressure cooking cookbook. It's such a great, you know, font of information. But one other thing, and I said this earlier, but there are conversion times depending on the size pressure cooker that you're using. This is everybody's favorite size from Wolfgang. It's the lowest price in any pressure cooker he's ever done. This, you have no idea, they moved heaven and earth to make this happen. So if there was ever a day, get the book, get the pressure cooker. You will never, ever, ever look back. You just wait. You're gonna be cooking in a way that you never thought possible.
Look at that, chicken paprika here with onions, paprika, and a little sour cream.
Oh, yum.
And you know what? Chicken legs are so inexpensive, but when they're cooked properly, they are much better than chicken breast because they are moist and delicious.
Well, and I think what's interesting, you know, when we think about fall flavors, this to me just screams fall. I mean, this just, when I think fall, I think pressure cooking. I really pressure cook.
You make your soups, but you know what? You shouldn't wait for the fall, because even when it's hot outside, like here in Florida, you know, sometimes in September it's 90 degrees. Why is pressure cooking so good? Because you don't heat up your kitchen.
It's true.
You keep the kitchen cold. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's really a great thing. You save energy because you don't have to turn on the air conditioner.
True.
You save energy because that cooks so fast. So everything possible you could think of, this has the benefits. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it does if the food wouldn't taste good. So what I like about it, that the food is amazing.
It is.
So
Wolfgang, this is so moist, it's actually falling off the fork. I mean, I'm actually having trouble getting it to stay on the fork.
I know St. Patrick's is way away, but you know what? We cook corned beef very seldom. Why? Because it takes too long. Now, corned beef cooking at home on top of your stove, you cannot leave because it will burn.
It will.
You know, it takes forever. Now, look at that here.
Okay. Because normally corned beef, that's a whole day affair.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's 68
Even
hours.
in our restaurant for St. Patrick's Day, we started at 6 in the morning to be ready at 12.
Right, exactly.
Now look at that.
Oh, bravo.
See that?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Look at that. You can cut it. I could eat it without the knife.
I mean, look at that. Wow, look at how flaky that is.
Flaky and juicy. Why is it so juicy? Because all the moisture stays right in.
Oh, look, how can I get a bite of that?
Oh, you can take it home a little bit. I think Victor will love that.
He's not got me. That's got my name on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you share it with him. Come on, you. No sharing?
Not a corned beef.
Oh, okay, good. All right, let me taste a little bit too. 1 minute left on it. Okay.
Oh, where did the time go? Do we have time for one more reveal, Steve?
Lasagna.
Well,
lasagna.
Marianne, what did you make?
Okay.
6-minute lasagna.
Okay. So lasagna, those recipes are in the cookbook as well.
Yeah.
So try it. Get your hands on this. I know you're going to fall in love with it. You're actually back at 10 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 10 a.m. You'll actually see a reprise of all of us together via tape a little bit later this morning. But Wolfgang and his team will be back at 10 o'clock in the morning. I will see you tomorrow night, too. So
okay, all right.
I'm going to get on the treadmill.
Okay.
And be ready for you. All right, thanks again for all the calls and for shopping, everyone.
I know, thank you for calling, and I see you at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
All right, everyone, keep calling on that today's special.
Good night, Khalil, Alexander, and Oliver. I love you.
All right, look for Wolfgang in the morning. I'll see you tomorrow at 9.
It hit 8 million. That's right. Well, you know that voice, Diane Gilman. More than 8 million jeans have been sold here at HSN. And if you don't have a pair, then you're going to get them in this hour.